Alright, I plan on this being the first video. Everything's going to be unedited. I'm starting this channel because I went through something crazy in my life recently. Tell you what, if the devil's real, pretty sure it is. Devil's telling me to not make this right now. Because Devil's saying that, oh, it's all coincidence. People are going to think you're crazy. You're going to make yourself look like an idiot. But with what I've seen, the things I've experienced, the math, no. This is one out of trillions. This should not have happened. It's really what's going through my mind right now. Like, I feel crazy even making this. But it makes sense. Looking at my past, this makes sense. All of it makes sense. That must be a good hook, right? Okay. About 9 years ago, I got baptized in Sparta E-Free Church. And that, I'm not going to go into the details of why I decided I should get baptized, but I will in some video. I don't know when. I remember I didn't like my testimony. It didn't, I don't know. It wasn't satisfying to me. It wasn't an amazing story or anything like that. But I wanted a better one. And I remember I prayed, asking, hey God, if it's possible, like, hey God, I don't think this is possible, but could you give me a better testimony? Like one of those testimonies you hear where a person has like a moment they believed in Jesus, and and had some crazy story, some crazy situation that sounded unbelievable. I wanted something like that. And mine was none of that. I just kind of believed that my whole life. I just believed Jesus died for my sins. Kind of my whole life. I couldn't pinpoint a time, an exact moment or anything like that. But again, so I asked God, hey, could you give me a testimony? But I noticed, well, that's not possible. Once you're saved, you're always saved, they say. So how would I turn away from God after all? For God to provide that, I would have to turn away from God. And so how I'm thinking when I'm praying this, how could this be possible? God's just gonna let me turn away just so He can come back and give me a better testimony, right? But I wanted something else, I think. And now again, this is something I was asking for from God 9 years ago. So it's hard for me to remember exactly, what I said, but I think I remember asking for built-in proofs, ways I could prove the testimony was real. Also, because I had always had a suspicion that hey, you're Christian, you want to convert other people. You don't want people to go to hell. You want people to go to heaven. You don't want people suffering for eternity. Would you lie to make up a story to make sure someone wouldn't burn in hell? Seems logical, right? So, I never always believed. I couldn't believe every Christian I heard some crazy, amazing story, because what if they're saying it trying to save people from hell, not because it was real? And that's why I wanted a testimony with built-in proofs. And, well, 9 years later, I don't know the exact timing, but here I am. And I think I have all this. I think I got what I asked for after all this time. And for me to get these proofs that these things happened, I have to start filming while it's still happening. So that's why I'm making this channel.